I welcome you guys back into my Nice Beautiful video. I understand, although guys, it's very important now that I talk about the nice beautiful communicational skills again. I promise you, although I love I. So what's important is how do I motivate myself in daily life, and how do I achieve what I set out to do, and how do I make sure that I keep growing in daily life so that you can succeed, and so that I can succeed, and so that everybody can succeed around you, and so that you can be successful. You have to understand, you have to go in the word yourself in terms of the word I. You must understand that if you go in yourself, you will then learn the life aspect that you need. You have to understand, you have to pick you over everything else. Abortion is that simple. Abortion, now, if you want to overcome anything, you have to pick yourself over that. Abortion, if you want to motivate yourself to get what you want, you need to understand that you need yourself more than what you want. Do you understand that? If you need something, you need yourself more than what you need. In a sense, so if you understand every single day that if I'm communicating or in depression or upset or crying or sleepy or fatigued, you have to understand I have to pick I over that. You understand? Now, if you understand that, that's the way I motivate myself, and that's how I inspire myself. I recently was just really, let's say, in depression, and I was crying. And guess what? I said, hey, I over the crying, I over the depression. I pick I over that. Understand? That's how I motivate myself. That's how I inspire myself. You understand? You have to understand that if you want to build courage, you have to understand you have to go into yourself, and you have to pick yourself over Jesus Christ. You have to pick yourself over everything. You have to understand if you want to do anything in life, you have to pick yourself first. That's it. That's the key that's the key motivation and the key motivator in your life, and the determination you ever need in your life. You have to understand every single day that if you go and focus upon your life, and you focus on you, and you focus on teaching, and you focus on your life, and making sure that you have everything in your life that you need, you have to understand you have to love yourself. You have to understand every single day I love I all the time. I'm making sure all the time I'm focusing on communicational skills all the time, so that I can focus on giving you something for free. Because guess what? I realize that if you're charging people for anything, you have to understand you have to charge people in a way that you go and do you, for example. So if you feel necessary that you have to charge people to get something from them so that you can do your life much better, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? If you understand now that you're giving your nice, beautiful content for free somewhere, but other people want to understand your business card, you can charge them $100 or $1,000, even if they're poor, man. You understand? You can do it. And now look towards yourself over anything else. You deserve it now. You deserve it. I understand, although if you look at Jesus Christ, you then are becoming Jesus Christ. But if you look at you, you become you. You understand? Now, that's the power in that. You understand? You have to become yourself. You have to become yourself. So to become yourself, you have to read more anyway. You have to understand, you have to become something greater. If you want to teach the Bible, all you have to teach is the word I. Is that simple? I promise you every single day that if you want to do anything in life, you have to focus upon studying everything in your word I. Because the only aspect of life you have to read now is the word I. That's it. That's now how you actually teach the Bible now. You're teaching the Bible through the word I. And that's it. I promise you, if you understand that, now you've never stolen anything. But guess what? You have to understand every single day you're focusing on your life. You're focusing on making sure that you can grow. You have to stand to go where you need to go, to do what you need to do. If you need to go and do that, you have to pick yourself over it. You have to understand, you have to pick yourself over the pleasure of other people and everything. You understand? You have to pick yourself over the crowd and other people. That's what I'm saying. If you want to motivate yourself, you don't need your parents. You never need anybody other than you. And that's your biggest motivation. You have to understand that. I promise you now, if you understand how to grow yourself, I promise you every single day, focus upon building resilience with you only. You have to understand, you have to be alone, and you have to understand every single day that if you want to achieve something, you have to teach yourself first how to get it. I promise you, it's so simple, but if you go and really dwell upon you in life, you will then understand how to really talk and how to motivate and how to achieve your success and your dream and everything. So I'm just cheering today because guess what? I have everything. You understand? I have everything right now because I understand that nothing can stop my communicational skills from growing. You have to understand that it's never about your bank account balance. And it's never about how much money do you have in your bank account. I promise you, your bank account is really how much words have you spoken in this lifetime. You understand? But the more you speak, the better for you. Why do I say it's communicational skills? I promise you, it's everything in terms of communicational skills. Now, if you understand that, you have to communicate all day long if you want to communicate into success. Bro, you have to speak success all day long. You have to talk success all day long. I mean, what am I talking about in this video? You have to understand in your video over here, you have to understand that I'm always talking about success. You have to understand I'm always talking about making sure that you're growing and everybody's growing. You understand? Because I understand, I believe in you. You understand? I believe in you, man. You understand? So if you understand, for example, that if you want to die, you say, you have to understand, you have to go back into you say, I over death. I over that. I over this. I over that. I'm much better than that. I'm better than them. I'm better than them. I understand they have that. I'm better than that. I'm better than what they have. I'm getting something better than them. I'm going to focus on better than that. I promise they're going on, I mean, they're going to Spain, but I'm doing better than that. I mean, they have a beautiful track over here, but I'll do better than that. I mean, they're going to break the world record, but I'll do better than that. I mean, he had sex with that woman, but I'm doing better than that. I'm doing better than that. I mean, she had sex with that woman. I'm doing better than that. I mean, he had a threesome. I'm doing better than that. I'm doing better than that. I mean, Jesus Christ went this way. I'm doing better than that. I'm doing better than that too. I mean, I promise you now. I mean, guess what? I mean, every single day, focus on understanding that if anybody in your life deserves courage, it's you. I mean, guess what? I just am showing you right now how to build courage. I mean, whatever you want in life, you can get it. You just have to go in your way. You're better than that too. You're better than everything. You understand? You're better than everything. So if you focus upon understanding that you go and lie, you're never lying, but you're going into yourself. You're picking yourself over other people. You're picking your own sayings. You're picking what you want to do. And then focus upon understanding that you just go back into the word you understand? And then understand every single day I'm pointed toward you because you are the way of life. So if you understand that, I promise you that's a cell that you have to go into. You have to go into the cell of you. Understand? So if you go and understand every single day to talk with the you in action every single day, you're going to understand how to speak. You're going to understand how to talk. You're going to understand how to be fluent. You're going to understand how to plan and drive yourself forward in front of life and also be able to deliver you in front of people. I mean, if you understand you are much more important than those people, I mean, do you understand that? You're much more important than the crowd in the past and those people who are online today. You're much more important than them. You have something greater to do in life. You have something much better to do than watch their faces. You have your face to watch in life. You have your business to mind today. You have something that you want to do. You have something that you want to accomplish. You forget those people. I mean, go and focus on you. I mean, you want to travel to Greece or wherever you want to go, you can do it with you. You never need kids. You never need a wife. You never need anything other than you. I mean, doesn't that make you happier? Of it must make you happier to have you only. I promise you, if you just pick you all the time, I promise you, you'll be the happiest. I promise you. So if you just focus on you and understand every single day that you're going to accomplish everything you want to have all that, you can do you first. You can do you first if you want all that. I promise you, you are first. You are first. I promise you, if they never give it to you, you give it to yourself. You understand? I promise you, if they never give you attention, you give yourself attention. I promise you, if they never give you money, you give yourself money. I promise you, if they never give you anything in life, you give it to yourself first. You understand? You never expect it from them. You go and give it to yourself, and then you'll have it. I mean, what do you want out of life? You need yourself first. You want money? You need yourself first. You want a wife? You need yourself first. You want a kid? You need yourself first. You want Jesus Christ? You need yourself first. You need to find yourself first if you want Jesus Christ. You want God? You need yourself over God. You need yourself first. You need to find who you are to find God. You need to find who you are to make sure that whatever you want, you can have. You need to find out who you are every single day so that you understand who your girlfriend is and who your boyfriend is and who your spouse is and who your kids are. You need to find yourself every single day. You need to focus on who you are daily. You understand? Because that's what everything is. Now, if you understand that you can do whatever you want, now, if you go and really, really treasure yourself in daily life and you read from everybody, I promise you, even the Bible will give you strength. But you pick yourself over everything. You understand? You pick yourself over everything, but focus upon understanding on how to really do that. You have to go into you. You have to understand, you have to do videos. You have to go and really, really pronounce yourself every single day. You have to understand, I chose I over the stupid food that I drink and eat. Understand? I mean, isn't that common sense? I mean, guess what? I did want to go and get my food and drink before this video. I said, fuck that. I want to do my video first. I want to do you first. I want to be making a video to life coach you first. I want to teach myself something in this video first before the stupid alcohol in terms of the vegan food I drink and eat. I never drink alcohol. You understand? I'm not sure that. Guess what? I'm choosing I over the stupid food. You understand? Even though I'm a vegan. I mean, food never satisfies I. Firstly, guess what? You must satisfy yourself. You want something, you can get it for you first. I mean, what do you want? You can get it for you first. I mean, focus on you. I mean, stop focusing on the world, man. Except you. I mean, go focus on you. You are the world, man. I mean, what are you on about, man? I mean, guess what? I mean, every single day, focus upon understanding that if you just focus on you, you can grab your life. You can have the torch. You can go anywhere you want to go. You just have to understand you are the light. You are the actual scenario that you're looking for. You understand? But I understand either way that if you never treasure I today, I mean, guess what you're going to do, mate? You have to understand to treasure yourself. You have to treasure everybody in life. I'm not sure anybody who's in your life is there for a reason to help you grow. But you have to grow yourself in the process. You have to grow intentionally, as John C. Maxwell says. You have to go and really, really dwell upon you, and you have to get around faster. You have to go and talk faster. You have to do everything faster today. You have to go and really, really respond in a better way. You have to focus on you and your pauses. You have to understand every single day to pause in your communication as well. Because when you're pausing, you're going to understand how to do that. You're going to understand every single day that there's so much more that you can do. But focusing on a better life and focusing on better techniques every single day, you pick yourself first and then understand every single day you have your word I, and that's everything. You understand? I mean, that's everything for you. You understand? Because what else do you want? You have yourself in the process of everything. You understand? Now, if you go and choose you over everything else, you now can be a minimalist. You can now take away what you want from your life and then have it just you in life and just walk around with you in life. I mean, is that simple? I mean, you can do that. You can strip everything else from your life if you want to and just walk with you. I mean, you still be everything you ever want to be. I mean, guess what? I mean, that's how it is. I mean, guess what? You just have to understand that it's just you need. I'm pretty sure if you just go in the way of your direction and you focus on giving people skills, you focus on making sure that people are loving life and that you are loving life, and also holding your nice beautiful selfie stick with your legs while the selfie stick is on the bed, and then clasp your legs together, and then you can have a video like this, for example. Because I understand that what's amazing is when you do that, you'll focus upon understanding that the selfie stick will never fall. Understand? So every single day, focus on understanding that no matter what you're doing, you're going to understand to give people skills. But if people are never talking to you, you have to talk to you. I mean, that's how it is. I'm pretty sure if people never love you, you have to love you. I'm pretty sure if she never chose you while you were younger, but she went to somebody else, or he went to somebody else while you were younger, and she never talked to you again, I mean, guess what you do? You pick you over her. You pick you over them. I mean, understand? You have to pick you. I mean, she's having sex with that guy, or he's having sex with that guy, but you're going to pick yourself over that. You're going to pick yourself over that stupid thought. You understand? Because it's all thoughts that you're doing. You understand? So what you do is pick yourself over your stupid thoughts. You understand? Rosh, now, guess what? I mean, make sure you're in control of all your thoughts. I mean, pick yourself over the stupid thoughts you have. I mean, so every single day, pick yourself over your life. I mean, pick yourself over the clothing. I mean, pick yourself over everything. You understand? I mean, pick yourself to look much better than yesterday. I mean, if you want to treasure yourself much more, you go for it. You have to understand, it's much better for you to do so. You have to understand that what you deserve is what you get. I mean, what you get is what you've given. You have to understand, you have to be giving all the time. You have to understand to go and you have to go and give yourself the courage that you need. Every single day, you have to push yourself to communicate. I'm pushing myself here to communicate in front of people and everything. You understand? So I'm always delivering what I need to do to grow. You understand? My courage is faithful, and it's something of fire where I can go and give you the passion I have. Understand? Watching now, the fire is passion. Understand? I have passion to give you. Understand? Because I understand that no matter what, I have to look good, so I pick I over everything else. Understand? Watch it every single day. Focus upon looking the greatest you can, and then focus upon yourself only. I mean, pick yourself over them. I mean, pick yourself over them. I mean, isn't that nicer? I mean, aren't you happier now? I mean, you have to understand that when you're happier, I mean, let them call you. I mean, understand? I mean, if they want to call you, I mean, guess what? You have yourself anyway. Understand? You never need them. You never need that scenario with you, with her or them. You have yourself. You understand? You have yourself, because focus on yourself over them. I mean, focus on yourself rather than what you're going to do with them and how you want to fantasize about them. I mean, pick yourself over your fantasy. I mean, pick yourself over your imagination. You understand? Now, if you understand every single day to focus on what you have in life, and then you're going to treasure what you have, and you're going to push that communicational skill into you, and then you're going to understand every single day that there's more communicational skill that you can give to people every single day to focus upon loving life for yourself. So you understand every single day that when you're pushing in toward you have to understand it's more communicational skills that's going to help you grow. But understand every single day that you have to go and get your synonyms. You have to go and relate words with words and words, but get yourself around people who are much better than you, because always there is something better than you. You know what I'm saying? I promise you, it's the word I. I mean, in a sense, every single day focus upon I every single day, and then focus on you so that you can push into the word I, so that you can understand I is everything. I promise you, every single day focus on understanding that if you go and push yourself daily into what you want to be, you can always achieve it, you can always be it, you can always understand that you can do more life today. You can understand every single day there's more to do, but pick yourself over other people, and pick yourself over stupid situations, and pick yourself over crazy situations, and pick yourself over fantastic situations. Pick yourself over the adjectives of life. Pick yourself over the grammar, and pick yourself even over the stupid synonyms, man. Pick yourself and your words over you. Pick yourself over learning. Pick yourself over everything that's traumatizing you. Pick yourself over the nice, beautiful motivation, which is pick yourself over learning. You know what I'm saying? Pick yourself over the rainfall. Pick yourself over the clouds and what you see. Pick yourself over it. You understand? Because that way you're going to become much more aware about how to motivate yourself. Pick yourself over what they're doing with others. Pick yourself over what they are doing with others and who they are with. Pick yourself over questions too. Pick yourself over everything. Pick yourself over other people who want you. Understand that is your motivation. That's the motivational drive. Pick yourself over your dirty behavior. Pick yourself over everything that you're doing with yourself. Pick yourself over the schedule that you have. Pick yourself. Go and really treasure yourself. Treasure yourself in different ways. Pick yourself over everything else. Pick yourself over this whole aspect of life. That's it. If you understand every single day that you're going to focus upon understanding that there's a better world than this, and that you're going to understand that we're going to lift people, and that we're going to do you every single day, and that you're going to understand that no matter what, that you're going to go and pick yourself over the duration of any video as well. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to motivate yourself. You have to understand every single day there's more to do. But if you just go and really teach people in the moment, and you're just teaching people ideas, guess what happens? I'm pretty sure all the ideas will come through you, and then pick yourself over your memories. Pick yourself over making sure that you understand how to grow. I'm pretty sure if you understand how to grow, you can lead people, you can give people ideas, you can understand every single day you're going to look for those ideas, you're going to pick yourself over the ideas. Guess what? You have all the ideas already with you. So I understand every single day you're going to treasure yourself, you're going to understand every single day there's more to do. So when you're understanding how to speak daily in front of a camera, you're going to focus upon understanding that there's always much more that you can do to help people. So what you do is go and build up a nice, beautiful profile with your same name, which is you. Understand, although your name is you in terms of your life, you have to understand the word I is who you are. You must understand every single day that if you go and build this nice, beautiful portfolio about you daily, you must love I love I all the time. So that way I focus upon understanding that if you go and really touch something, you just go and love you. Approach, it's that simple. Approach, if you want to motivate yourself and you want to have all the courage in the world, minimize everything in your life and go to you. Go directly to you. Guess what? Let them do the hard work for you. Let them do the smart work for you. Let them do everything for you. Let them kill the other people. Let them go and kill themselves. Let them. Understand? Because you have to let people first. Let yourself achieve what you want to achieve. If you understand that, now every single day you go into you again and again, and you have to understand all the scenarios of the world. You go and pick yourself over that scenario. You understand? You never need them. You never need what they're doing with other women and whatever you have. You have to understand that you must be something greater than that. You must be understanding. You must be a man. You must be a woman of your dreams. You understand? So focus upon understanding. I'm always a individual who's just I. I'm always just I. I'm always just focusing on how to be something greater than I in terms of my life. So I only understand that to be greater than I, you have to be the I. You have to understand I is everything. I promise you, if you just go and focus upon understanding that if you go into the nice, beautiful vision of your life and you go and really, really traumatize yourself in a way that you're growing yourself, you understand every single day you're going to focus upon the nice, beautiful wonderment of your nice, beautiful life. And then you're going to understand the excitement. You're going to understand metaphors. You're going to go in this beautiful realm of possibility every single day. And you're going to find the spiritual realm and dome where you are right now. And then you're going to focus upon understanding on how to really, really look at that nice, beautiful dome. And you're going to really, really procrastinate never again. And you're never going to procrastinate because you're going to find out much better on how to talk about everything. And then every single day you're going to do something better than that. And then you're going to understand every single day that there's so much more to do. But you're going to understand how to see rainbows and unicorns in your life. And then because what you're going to do is you're going to speak it out and you're going to imagine it. You're going to understand every single day that you're going to have a nice, beautiful life. But then you're going to understand that you can go into you all the time. And you're going to understand how to really lift yourself. You have to lift yourself. You have to be happier. You have to focus upon understanding that there's a big dream in your heart. So what you do is go and achieve it. I mean, go and achieve all your dreams because you deserve it. So if you understand that, no matter what, you never have to cry about anything. But what you do is make sure you go and really achieve it faster and faster. So if you want to achieve it faster and faster, you have to look through you in the planning of the moment to go and see 1,000 years ahead, so that you understand every single day that you can see exactly ahead where you're going if you just plan it with the you. You plan it with your eye only. You have to understand, you have to plan it with your eye only, but what you do is you plan it through you. I mean, and then what you do is understand that you just have to push yourself into that moment. You have to push yourself, and it's dragging yourself into it. You have to understand, you have to drag yourself into it. You have to go and do what you have to do to get there. Understand? Approach, it's that simple. Approach, it's like a time warp. Approach, there's this big, massive time warp that's happening in front of your face right now. And so what you do is realize that you have to go and push into that nice, beautiful sphere of life where you can go inside of that and then teleport into a better life. I mean that's it. I mean, you have to teleport, and you have to understand every single day. You have to understand that you are Superman and you are Wonder Woman and you are everything in your life. You are the Spider-Man. You are the everything. You understand? So focus upon understanding that you're going to really, really push people into success, because what else are you going to do? I mean, you have to understand that you have to go and grow yourself. You have to grow and you have to be yourself every single day. You have to understand every single day to go and focus upon that life of yours. So if you're going and planning your dreams out, you have to understand it's really, really go and do your music production and go do what you have to do to go and grow. But then go and understand that as soon as you get to a certain place in your life, you have to understand to start making events. And eventually you have to understand, you have to practice and practice and practice. And then guess what? You're going to get smarter and smarter. And guess what's going to happen with two smarter people? A bunch of smarter people will make it. A bunch of smarter people will go and do something greater. You understand? That's what you need to do. So my time is coming. I'm pretty sure my time is coming now, where people never care about me, but I never care about them. You understand? I care about you. I care about you. I care about everything. But what's amazing is understand that you have to go and support yourself. You have to understand I care about myself in terms of my eye more than anybody. You understand? But what's amazing is focusing upon understanding that you have to give it of yourself. I realize if you have no attention online, you have to go and give it of yourself. You have to understand, you have to make events first to get events. You have to make events to get attention. You have to go and have talent to have attention. I'm pretty sure now, if you go and understand that, you have to understand it never really matters upon how you word your titles in YouTube. I'm pretty sure people never care about that. I'm pretty sure people never care about how good your title is. You understand? I'm pretty sure people never care to search you up on YouTube. You understand? I'm pretty sure you have to search yourself up on YouTube. I'm pretty sure now if you search up yourself on YouTube, I'm pretty sure other people care about you more. Now, if you want other people to care about you more, you then have to care about yourself more. You understand? You have to go and show people that you love yourself more, and then other people love you. You understand? That's how simple it is. So if you go and really, really focus on yourself and your nice, beautiful, lovey-dovey type persona every single day, you have to understand every single day you have to go and love yourself more than everything. That's how it is. Now, if you understand that you're just going to communicate daily with yourself and you're pushing that communicational vibe and you're pushing yourself with this vibe every single day, where you can go and do you this way, where you can understand that is how you grow. It's just that in terms of life, where you can go and teach yourself everything, and then it's really, really quick that you can go and really, really be happier throughout life when you just go into you over everything. I mean, I realize when you're depressing yourself and you're upset and let's say you're going downhill, it's because you're not, I realize it's because you're never picking yourself over them. Understand? I mean, guess what? You have to pick yourself over everything to be able to understand happiness. Whereas happiness is understanding that you are first. I realize now, I understand that there are many people on the planet, but I just choose to be with I. I mean, they're saying, and that's my happiness. I never want to go anywhere else except I. I just want to be here with myself and I. I understand every single day that there's so many beautiful women out there, but guess what? I'd rather choose I over them. I'd rather say I over them. I never need them. I realize that they will never make me happier. You're saying, I promise you. I mean, driving 30,000 kilometers to get some beautiful woman is never my job. You understand? That's never my job. I mean, their job is to do that for me. I promise you, it's never my job to go chasing beautiful women and to chase a kid and to chase people. I promise you, I realize that what's amazing about my life is making sure that I have my I. I have the word I. I have nothing else except I. I promise you. I promise you all that it's everything for me. So what I need to do is I do it for I only. I mean, there's a sense that every single day, you must go and do it for your word I. You must understand you're the word I. You must understand everything is the word I. So if you go and really calculate your numbers and what you want in life, you have to understand that you're unstoppable if you speak much more. You're unstoppable if you understand how to talk more. You have to be able to talk. You have to be putting yourself in situations where you can grow. You have to understand every single day that when you grow, you shall also prosper and succeed, and you shall also grow yourself and your heart out. You have to understand you have to grow everything of your wisdom. You have to understand that you have to give those ideas daily, and you have to go and really, really pronounce yourself with better words as well. So if you go and really do your words, you have to look better as well. So the better you look, I realize the better your life. I mean, the better skin you have, the better your life. I mean, the better smile you have, the better your life. Or else the better teeth you have, the better your life. You understand? So focus upon understanding that no matter what, you just have to look better every single day. You have to focus upon understanding on how to really, really deliver the unlimiting style of your life, where you can go and understand that if you speak more like this, you'll also grow. You have to understand I'm speaking in a way that I'm growing myself in a way of you in action and I you rule, because I realize that's something that helps me. So when I grow this way, actually it's more how I understand it. I understand how I grow this way. I actually understand how to push myself this way. I understand that when I'm speaking this way, I'm speaking in accordance to how I really talk. So when I talk this way, actually it's more how I really, really understand how I just make it better. And so if you want to motivate yourself, you put the you in action. You put the IUQ rule into rule effect, and then you understand every single day you're going to understand how you just prosper. You just really, really quickly motivate yourself in all areas this way. And then understand you just stick to it, and you just focus upon understanding that if you never understand me, you just go and watch my other videos. I mean, it's so simple. Actually, every single day focus upon understanding that there's so much more to talk about, but make sure you're nice and sweet every single day, and making sure every single day you have a nice, beautiful posture. So when you're talking like this, you're understanding how to talk much better. You understand? Because that's what's important. But if you're talking to people who are wasting your time, you have to understand to never waste your time. I mean, never waste your time with people who have nothing to give you. I mean, if she's never valuable, or if they're never valuable, or anything in terms of life, if it's never valuable, you never go there. You never go where it's unvaluable. You go to valuable people. I mean, every single day you focus on you focus on seeing who's valuable around you, and you focus on understanding it's just you. Nobody else is valuable except you. I mean, is that simple? Now, if you just stick to you, you're the most valuable individual in your life. That's everything you ever need. That's the 80%. That's the 80-20 rule. The 80-20 rule says if you just stick to you, that's the actual rule that you ever need. I mean, you pick one goal in life, and you just do that goal. I mean, what is your one goal in life? I realize your one goal in life must be you. I mean, Brian Tracy says that if you have 20 goals, you pick the top 3 and you just do the top 3. You understand? I say if you have 20 goals, you just pick you. I mean, you just pick you over your goal. You just pick you. Pick yourself over that goal that you have. I mean, understand, because your goal is you. You have to understand. You have to go toward you. I mean, focus upon understanding that is how I motivate people. I promise you, if you understand how powerful that communicational skill is, where you can understand to go and give people ideas in a different way all the time, and then you can understand that if you're sleeping in your video, you're actually performing in a way that you can go and really, really dwell upon understanding that you can see me, for example. You can see I'm sleeping in my video, but I'm talking to you. You understand? But I'm just very confident about everything. You understand? You have to understand. I'm just very confident about all my communicational techniques that you can see me. You can see how funny I am. I'm just like sleeping in my video like this because that's how I feel. You understand? I feel like I just want to sleep, but I want to teach you as well. I want to teach you something. You understand? Because I understand every single day. Focus upon understanding that when you really, really go and really pronounce yourself and your humor and what you have in life, you're going to understand people. You're going to understand who you are. You're going to understand how you need to talk to yourself, but pronounce yourself better. I mean, pronounce yourself in a way that you're speaking in front of a crowd rather than sleeping. I mean, go and have a better attitude for yourself as well. I mean, go and understand every single day there's something much better to do than just really sleeping in your video. You understand? So focus upon understanding that if you, as long as you're giving the nice, beautiful words, I mean, guess what? I mean, you just go and do you. You understand? I mean, go and do what you want to do, but focus upon understanding that you are the way, you are the light, you are understanding. You're understanding every single day that if you go really dwell upon a better life, you have to choose you over them. You have to choose you over the images you see. Actually, it's that simple. I mean, if you're giving money for something, you have to go and fulfill it. You have to fulfill what you're giving for. You understand? So focus upon understanding that if you have Netflix or anything in terms of Spotify or music, you have to go and read all that information. I mean, you have to understand every single day that if you have YouTube, for example, and I mean, if you're using YouTube Premium, I mean, go and use it. You understand? I mean, go and read with it. I mean, stop giving money other than giving money more. You just give more money, but make sure you're giving money where your nice, beautiful attention is going. So if you're giving money for YouTube, but you're never on YouTube, I mean, why are you giving money for YouTube then? Understand? I mean, guess what? I mean, focus upon understanding that your money must be where your mouth is. You must understand your money is you. Your money is the communicational skill you have. Now, if you have great communicational skills, you have great money. Understand? And that's it. Now, you just have to focus upon understanding on how you can actually deliver that content of yours daily, and then use the free Wi-Fi around you and use the spaces in between the gaps of the world around you, and go where it's quiet sometimes, and go and understand to go where it makes sense for you, to make sure that you're using all your resources as much as you can so you can grow, because you have to push yourself up into success daily. I mean, you have to push your success every single day into something much better. So if you feel like sleeping, you motivate yourself to understand why you need to sleep, and understand to ask yourself why you're doing what you do, but then push yourself with the you in action and the IUQ rule to go and really do what you need to do to get to your destination in life. Because you have a destination in life, and you have to understand your destination never ends. I mean, your destination is never arriving, but you're just growing to the point of your destination where you're going towards your destination. You understand? You're going toward a goal. You understand? And then you achieve a goal. You set more goals. You achieve more goals. You understand? And then you keep going. You keep going. You have to understand that life will pass you by really quickly. You have to understand life goes really quickly. But I'm here summoning up this nice, beautiful portfolio of YouTube videos because I understand that I'm destiny in a way that I'm going to help many people, and I'm going to have a great legacy regardless of you. But I understand every single day that no matter what, that I'm just going to go and do my life greatly. Understand? I want to create the best music. But now, since you understand that you are listening to my nice, beautiful tracks, you must understand that I have great music. I have great music right now because I'm producing this nice, beautiful music. I'm automating everything. I'm making sure I'm delivering content that's going to be quality. And then you have to understand that you have to go and really, really dwell upon yourself to understand that most people are going to be jealous of you, but understand that you just never be jealous of you. You just never be jealous of you. You just be the one that loves you so much that you're going to give everything to everybody. And you're going to be making sure that if you have to charge people, you charge people. I mean, if you want to do something that makes sure that you're going to get some money in return, you want to look more valuable, you can do that. You can do that. I mean, because that's you. I mean, that's who you are. So if you focus upon your life and giving freely, but then you can also charge people at the door also, now, whatever you want works for you. I mean, what do you want? I mean, do you want some more money in your pocket? You have to price people if you want more money in your pocket. You have to. You have to price people then. You have to understand. You say, hey, what's up with you, man? You want everything for free, do you? You must understand. I understand every single day that if you price people, you shall get some money too. You understand? Because guess what? Or else it's about selling too. You understand? But you have all the money in the world in the communicational skills already. So if you just grow you and you're just asking people for money and you never give them anything, but you're giving of yourself, you just go for it. You'll make all the money in the world. You understand? If you never want to give to them, but you just want to give to you, and you just want to post it online so that you just want to post it online so you just want to post it online so that they never see that. I mean, guess what? You can do you. I mean, how are you going to profit from that? I mean, guess what? I mean, you're going to profit with yourself. I understand you're going to profit with yourself, but then you're going to understand that if they shall ever ask you for anything, you can price them on that. You understand? I promise you, although every single day, focus upon understanding to be much more aware of yourself every single day. Because if you're just only ever helping yourself, I mean, how are you helping other people? I mean, it's more about you than other people. You understand? Because guess what? I promise you, although if Jesus never shows up in front of people, I mean, guess what? I mean, it's all about Jesus too, isn't it? I mean, focus upon understanding that you have to help yourself and other people. You have to help everybody. You understand? Now, every single day, focus upon understanding that without Jesus Christ, there is no Jesus Christ. Now, without you, I mean, how can you make a world? You understand? Now, every single day, Focus upon understanding that you must also love yourself first. You have to help yourself first, you understand? And that's the motto of this Nice Beautiful film. I brush now every single day, focus upon understanding that if you just limit yourself in a way that you're never limiting yourself, but you're focusing to go in you are omnidirectional. You are something or a direction that nothing can ever get to you. You're going into you while they're trying to get you. I mean, how is that possible? I mean, how are you going to get to me when I'm going inside of my eye? I have my word eye. You can never get my eye. I mean, people can never get to you like that. You have to understand to go into the word I and live in the word I. And how can people grab your eye? You can, I mean, how can you grab my eye? I said the word I now. I mean, how can you grab that? You have to kill me for it. And I realized, and you never even get it. You never even get the word I. You understand? Unfortunately, that's what happens with Jesus Christ as well. You must understand, although you must understand Jesus Christ came and helped you, and it's helping you to deliver your content. So if you're much more aware about how you're speaking, that you just go and do you. I mean, that's how you go and really, really understand that no matter what, that you're just never rude about life. You're just making sure that you're growing your communicational skill daily. You're making sure that you can go and deliver, and what you need to deliver is you. So if you focus upon yourself and stop being in depression, but if you understand that you're going into you only, you'll never ever be in depression, because depression happens when you're focusing on other people too much and when you're focusing on what other people are doing. You understand? But if you're focusing on yourself and you want to do something with yourself, you can go and do it. You have to understand, if you just go toward you and you and you and you have the 10 commandments of God. Probably it's that simple. I mean, you have to understand, you have to love yourself so much that you understand that is Jesus Christ. Now, that's self-love. Approaching self-love is actually heading toward you today. I mean, if you just go toward you today and you understand every single day you're going to focus upon giving those ideas, and you're giving ideas in different ways, and you're connecting the dots in different ways, and then you understand how to grow. You understand every single day that you have to go and focus upon more communicational tactics and skills to be able to be leadership strategies, and to understand that no matter what you want today, you can achieve it as long as you understand yourself. You have to understand yourself. You understand to grow. You have to understand every single day to focus upon your life. You have to understand to push through the barrier and pick yourself over everything. I mean, that's how simple it is. You have to pick yourself to motivate yourself to grow. You have to understand every single day that there's more courage that I'm always building from my videos and everything I have, because I understand that what's important is delivering a message. And now when you're delivering a message, you have to understand to push yourself into the video. You have to push yourself into everything. You have to push yourself into really focusing upon what you're saying, so you can say it in a better way, so you can focus upon understanding so you can focus upon understanding on how that feels, because you have to feel your way through life. You have to understand, you have to focus upon yourself and how you're feeling all the time, so you can understand how you actually are going to do better than yesterday. You have to focus upon understanding that every single day, that when you go and really, really dwell upon ideas, you're going to understand every single day that there's time. I mean, you have time to go and succeed. You have time for everything. But I understand every single day that it's a long life, and you're just living in phases all the time. You're living in phases all the time. So make sure you're always in you. You're picking yourself over other people and what they're saying about you. But you understand every single day that you never have to go and say other people's words. You make up your own words. You make up your own meanings. You make up your own life. You make up your own story. You make up your own facial expressions. You make up your own uniqueness. You understand? So never copy other people, but be original upon who you are. And then understand every single day that if you just do that daily, you understand how to sell people. I mean, if you want to sell people, you can do it. But then guess what? You are actually promoting yourself in a way that you have to understand that you have to promote yourself regardless. You have to promote yourself regardless. But if you want to hold yourself accountable to this point where you have to sell people on money, you have to understand then you will get some money eventually. You will get some money eventually. But guess what? Or else now, are you selling yourself short over here? You have to understand you're never selling yourself short if that's what you want. Or else now, if you understand that, you then understand to get what you want. I mean, whatever you want, you can get, but then never complain about it. I mean, never complain that there are this many people watching me. I mean, guess what? I mean, there's been many people watching me. You have to understand, although, guess what? I realize now, you must understand that now I charge them. I charge them to even get my business card. You understand? Because if you want to be around me, you have to give me some money, man. You understand? Because I deserve money now. I deserve money so much that I never want to give you anything for free anymore. I never want to give you anything for free, but I'll give you this video for free because you deserve it. I understand, although guess what? I deserve the video for free. I deserve this video for free because I understand that either way, I'm doing it so that I can grow. I'm doing it every single day so I can grow myself. But I understand if you meet me in daily life and you see me in daily life, you need to give me some money, bro. I understand. I never want to be around you. I never want to be around you. I have I already. I have I already. So whatever your story is, I never need to hear your story either because I have my word I. I have my word I. So Focus on that and focus on building your confidence like this, and then go into yourself and forget them. You guess what? I realize if they never ask you for your business card, you go to you and you say they never deserve my business card, and forget them. Forget them. What? I give you 1,000 hours of content, and you never want to watch it. You never need to watch it then. You never need to watch you never need to watch me. You never need to watch me. You go watch yourself. You understand? Focus upon understanding that what you want is what you get. So understand that no matter what, I'm always delivering content. You understand? I'm delivering something that helps me grow. If you understand that eventually you're going to become this guru, and then what's going to happen is you just want to be around you, and you just want to be around yourself teaching, and you forget everybody else. You understand? I promise you, that's the kind of lifestyle you need. You need to be able to go and do you. Yes, you have to be able to outwork people. You have to be able to do much more than other people. So if you want to do that, you have to go and talk and talk and talk. You understand? You have to go and talk yourself out, and you have to go and cruise in the park, mate. You understand? You have to go understand that no matter what, they're going to understand your life. You're going to understand how you're going to speak. You can also make sure you can meditate in your video if you want. You can meditate, you can relax, you can go and do what you want to do every single day. And you focus on your life, and you focus upon loving your life, and you focus upon loving yourself only. You understand? Because that's how you grow. You grow through yourself. You grow through motivating yourself. You have to understand that your day is filling yourself with you, and then that way you're going to grow. You have to understand that if you're just filling yourself with you, and you're understanding that everything in life is you only, for sure you're just going to run into life. You're going to run anywhere you want to go, you can run it as long as you're yourself. If you want to go over there, you can do it. You can do it as long as you're yourself. If you want to achieve something, you can do it if you are yourself. You understand? You have to go into you to focus upon how you can achieve it. You want that? You need yourself first. You need yourself. But guess what? I realize since you have yourself, you can now get it. You can now get it. You just approach. You understand? You have to understand. You have to be so confident in yourself first before you can do anything else. You have to go inward before you can expand outward. Understand? You have to go inward for success to gain some success. There's no success out there. There's success inside. So if you want to look sexier, and if you want to do something with yourself along the video, you have to focus on you in terms of over everything else. Understand? Focus on having a greater attitude and focus on going inward so you can be a spiritual individual. I understand, although, that if you go and really change the topic with yourself and other people, you're looking at yourself to do so, and then you're understanding that nobody else is going to help you. No millionaire is going to jump out of the sky to help you and give you money to succeed. There's no millionaire out there that's going to help you. You are going to help yourself succeed like a millionaire can, and like a billionaire, because there's millions of millionaires out there, and there's multiple millionaires out there. You have to understand that either way, you must go and develop yourself into one. You must understand either way that if you go and really treasure yourself, you shall also prosper and inherit umbrellas, and also you shall inherit the kingdom of God, as Jesus Christ says. You must understand that if you go and be just you today, you understand the Bible, you understand everything now. You understand? Because what you need to do is focus on yourself now. You want to read the Bible, you can do it. You can do whatever you want. You understand? But make sure you understand that no matter what, that you're always delivering that content. Because when you're delivering content, you'll focus on motivating yourself to do everything you ever want to do. It's your content, so you have to focus upon understanding on how to motivate yourself to do all that. You have to focus on your communicational skill to go and push yourself to do it. It's so simple, isn't it? Although if you understand that, you can now do it. You have to push yourself to do all that you want to do. You want to achieve something, you can do it if you help yourself only. Understand? You just help yourself. It's never about other people anymore. Or it's more about yourself than anything. Understand? If you just focus upon understanding that you have what they have already in you. You have what they have already in you. So understand that no matter what, you're just going to grow your confidence now. You're going to grow somebody into your life, and you're going to understand that either way, you're going to just realize that you have to be on the offense about communicational skills with everybody. You have to understand that if you want to go and talk to anybody, you can talk to them, and you can understand their story, you can understand to push into their communicational skills, and you can also push into who they are so much that eventually they'll give you sex. They'll give you sex eventually because you're just so much into them. And then, if you just go and be interested, if you just be interesting in yourself, and you're focusing on pushing yourself into other people with the you in action, you just understand that everybody will give you what you want. If you just push yourself into other people's communicational skills to give you money, and you just keep delivering that, they'll give it to you. You're just selling yourself. You're just pushing those boundaries for people to give you the money. That's it. You want to see me? You have to give me some money to see me. Otherwise, who do you think you are? Guess what? Every single day, focus upon understanding, and no matter what, you must understand to go and give money as well to people, so that you can have what you want. You understand? I mean, if you want to see somebody live because they helped you, you have to understand to help yourself first, and then guess what? You go help yourself. I mean, go and help yourself in a way that because they help you in some kind of way, you understand how to help yourself. Whereas now, every single day, focus upon understanding that if you go and really, really, let's say, be in a better dimension with yourself, and you're going to understand how to do that daily. You're going to understand to learn how to really, really change dimensions. But you can go and do whatever you want to do, but you're going yourself to do it, and then understand that no matter what, you're going to find better ways, you're going to find better tactics, but you have to discipline yourself to understand to live within your means, because that way you're going to understand how to really prosper. Because if you're always broke, then that means that you have to build some skills to never be broke. You understand? Rush now, understand that no matter what, that broke people have $0 in their bank account, and if you get to zero, you have to understand, although you never have $0 in your bank account. You understand? You have wisdom. You have all this wisdom that you need to grow with. So focus upon living with your means and what you do have, and that's it. And then you have to learn how to make much more. You have to learn how to make your life a living heaven over a living hell. You understand? Because that's what you need to do. You have to understand every single day. You have to focus upon understanding that if you want something, you can achieve it. You have to just focus on yourself to do it. You have to focus upon loving your life, and then you can go and really, really do what you want to do. But make sure you're going back into you. And that's it. You go back into you. You focus on getting what you want out of life. And if you want to have something, you have yourself with that. Now, if you have yourself with that, you can do it. Now, if you understand yourself is much more important than that, you're now even better. You understand? Now, guess what? I realize what is the limit here? Your limit is understanding that the 10 Commandments of the Bible is what you need to do. You have to delay gratification. You have to understand to stay away from touching other people. And then understand either way, that's the best road for you. You understand? But guess what? I realize that's what you need to do daily. You have to understand, you stay away from touching everything in this world. I mean, this world is never satisfying for you. I mean, what's satisfying is what you're communicating about in daily life. I realize you must understand that you have you over everything else. You understand? So if you're focusing on you, you shall also inherit everything you ever want. You understand? So focus upon understanding that you just have to direct yourself toward you daily, and then you can actually talk, you can actually communicate with yourself all day long. Now, if you understand, I'm very positive about life, but I'm positive because I understand how to grow. And now, because I understand how to grow, you must learn how to grow yourself so that you can go and prosper, and so you can succeed, and so you can go and have everything you ever want. I promise you, it's all about making sure that you understand yourself, and then understanding every single day to connect those dots together so you can grow yourself, and so that you understand how I live my life also, which is you must follow I, so that you understand that either way. So every single day, focus upon understanding that I'm always very quick to communicate very quickly, because what's amazing is understanding that you go and really focus upon your ideas and your strategies and your brainstorming, so you can go and give it to people daily, so you can focus upon understanding on how you actually communicate. Because if you communicate in a way that's really going to love you, you're going to understand every single day that you're going to focus upon what you need to of you to deliver that nice, beautiful information rather than what other people want of you. Whereas now, if you go to Toastmasters, whereas it's always what they want of you. I mean, do you understand? But you have to give your life in a way that you want, that they never want you to do. You have to understand that you never do what other people want. You do what you want in front of people who want you to do something else. I mean, you understand? I mean, they want you to do something else other than you. You must understand that they are never happy with you, regardless of what you're doing. I mean, if you go and do what they want you to do, I mean, they'll still be unhappy about you. I understand? But if you do what you want to do only, you'll always be happy about you, but they'll always be unhappy about you. I mean, they are always unhappy about you, regardless of whether you're happy or not. You must understand to be happier for yourself, so you can grow yourself regardless of them. Now, if you understand that other people are never happy about you, I mean, do you understand that? I mean, they're never happy about you. I'm happy about you. I say it to you. I mean, they're never happy about you. I mean, they never want to approach you because of your famous intent, because of how famous you are. You understand? Now, they never want to approach you because you have no YouTube channel, and you have no Instagram, and you are just 14 years of age, and you're a teenager, and you're 25 years of age, and you're 40, and you're 50, and you look old, and you have a titty like this, and you have a fingernail like this. They never want to approach you. Understand? Because of something that you are. I mean, they are flawed. I mean, or else they're flawless in terms of your life. So you need to understand that if you go and flaw yourself upon you, you have no flaws at all. But understand that they want. I mean, they want to make you look like you have some kind of flaw in you. I mean, they want to try to change you in a way that they want to make you them. You understand? Or else you never be them. You be you. Understand? So focus upon understanding that the world around you is manipulating you and lying to you about who you are. You understand? Because they themselves are unaware about who they are. So they're trying to teach you about who you are. I mean, how are they trying to teach you about how? You must understand that they are trying to teach you about who you are while they are unaware of who they are. I mean, they're lost astray. I mean, these people are going for people and talking to people who are worse than yesterday and talking to people who are unaware about you. You understand? I mean, they're going with people who are far worse off than with you. You understand? I realize that that woman or man is better off with you than with that other individual, but they're just going to go for the other individual because the other individual is talking to them at least. I understand? Because they never want to make an effort to get to know you. You understand? I mean, guess what? Guess what? You just do you. I mean, if you understand that road there, I mean, it means a single road for you. I mean, it just means you're going to forever be single and they're never going to get to you. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's it. I'm pretty sure now, if you understand that if you have to go to other people if you have to go to other people for anything in life, I'm pretty sure now, guess what? I mean, that's when you can get them. You can only ever get other people with you to do whatever you want with them if you're going in front of their face. Now, they will never come searching for you, and they will never ever come to travel to see your seminar, to be with you in your head. I mean, with you in, or else they'll never they'll never travel with you to come to your hotel room or to your room or to come and marry you. You must understand you have to go to them first. Or else if you understand that and you're happy with them and you have everything you ever want, or actually you just go to them first rather than them coming to you first. Understand? You go and pick out who you want in your life and that's it. I mean, do you understand? Firstly, that's how simple life is. Now, if you understand that there are no limits in life other than what you make, you must understand the only limit is you. You must understand. You must understand, although if you have no limits in your life, there's no limit in your life. You must understand, although, guess what? Focus upon understanding. You must focus on you all the time and focus upon coming back to the IUQ rule so you can talk yourself into greatness, because every single day you're going to understand every single day to move on with your nice, beautiful life so you can go and focus upon loving your life in different ways. Because if you go and focus upon something different that's really, really intentful, and let's say something that's really intentional about your life, you're going to understand you're going to grow different aspects of your life daily. So you can go and focus upon ideas, you can focus upon what you love, you'll focus upon understanding on how I coach this Life Beautiful video over here. So you can go and understand how to really abbreviate adjectives with other adjectives to make yourself a thumbs up, and then you understand every single day to go and travel the world more and understand that either way that what you want is what you have already. You have already everything you ever want, but what you need to do now is you have to grow yourself into a human being who is much better. In a sense, so every single day focus upon understanding that if you want something, you can achieve it, but get yourself higher. Get yourself first into a better position, and then you can get anything you ever want. Guess what? I can get a woman now. I can get a woman, I can get kids, I can get that kind of lifestyle now. But I want to wait another 10 years. And guess what? I never wait for 10 years. I just want to make sure I'm growing another 10 years before I even jump into one. Understand? I want to make sure that I'm growing myself and that I'm secure, but I'm never waiting to grow. I'm never ever doing anything other than delaying them. I'm delaying a woman for another 10 years. I'm delaying a kid for another 10 years because I want to get myself higher. I want to get myself into a greater career. I want to be the fluency of life. I want to be able to spark controversy everywhere. I want to be able to be free for myself in my life before I actually have a family for myself. You understand? So for a family, I never do it for a family. I do it for I. Understand? Now, it's very easy to get women and men to be in your bed and to be with you. That's the easiest aspect of life to do. Now, try to be with yourself only. Try to be with yourself only. Make it a challenge in your life to go and be alone only in your life. And forget women and forget men and forget kids and try to just be alone for the rest of your life. That's Jesus Christ. Understand? There's no sex with other people. There's none of that. You understand? Now, understand that. That's the best challenge for your life. That's how you actually go and be more successful, when you're actually alone. But if you're in front of other people, you have to talk so much over them, and you have to be the loudest one. You have to be the loudest one, and guess what happens? They just get jealous of you. They just get jealous of you. They start hating you. They say, shut up. And if you never shut up, they start hitting you, and they start causing you violence as well, because you never want to shut up. I understand? But are you worth the violence? You're never worth the violence, man. So every single day, focus upon you women out there as well. You must understand, every single day, you guys and ladies out there, you focus on yourself. You focus on something that you love to do. You focus on making sure that you're going around people who are helping you grow. You must understand, you must be growing yourself far more than anybody every single day. So focus upon understanding that you have to go and love your life, and love your life in a way that you're going to really, really enjoy your life. Because when you're enjoying life, you're going to understand how to do that. You have to understand every single day there's more to do, and there's more to say, and there's more to be. So if you're going and understanding on how the ideas are really, really giving you reports, and then you have to understand that no matter what, you're giving yourself status throughout life to go and really prosper, and then you're going to understand every single day that your fibers and what you're really saying about your life is different. You have to understand, you have to say different aspects of life. You have to understand to go and really try something else that you've never done in your life, and then focusing upon loving your life is different. I mean, you have to love your life differently all the time. You have to understand every single day that if you do that, you'll focus upon understanding on how you can motivate people. But you have to understand that no matter what, that I speak 30 hours in a seminar now. I speak 30 hours in a seminar, and I do it over 3 days, just like Tony Robbins. You understand? Because guess what? I can do it. I wish anybody can do it. You just have to push yourself into communication skills with other people, and it's really easy to be in front of people and communicate. You understand? Or it's really easy to be in front of the spotlight and do everything you ever want. I mean, you have to understand that. You have to understand that it's really easy to create events around you and to make all the money. I'm pretty sure if you understand that, I'm pretty sure you could do it. You can do it right now. Pretty now, every single day, I'm just focusing upon understanding that you have to go and grow yourself right now. So if you understand that you do what's best for you, and then focus upon understanding that once you go and really finish off what you want to do, you go and focus upon a greater aspect of life for yourself, but focus upon understanding that you have so much time freedom every single day to go and live your life and to go and really prosper. So if you understand every single day that you have to make more time freedom to go and really love your life. You have to understand that every single day you must go and focus on your talents and abilities and go and push out all the strength that you have every single day, but focus on understanding that other people are going to live your life. And when they leave your life, you have to understand that you are now alone. When you're alone, you're actually living your life. You're actually living your talk. You're living something that you love to do every single day. You're focusing upon understanding upon how to really grow yourself. And when you're growing yourself, you're understanding the teacher is in you. You must understand every single day the spirituality of what you need daily is in your YouTube videos and in your social media right now. You have a great opportunity to understand to do you every single day, to focus upon understanding that you must live your life greater than anybody else. So focusing upon understanding to motivate people is the greatest aspect of life. So focus upon understanding that when you're really dwelling upon a nice, beautiful, informational process of your life, you're understanding how to talk in front of people too, but then you're understanding how much more beautiful you are when you do it. You know what I'm saying? You're so much more beautiful when you can go in front of a crowd and speak and make events about yourself. I mean, it's so much more beautiful. So go and do it for yourself and show your wife in front of the people and say, this is my wife. I mean, she came to see me today. I mean, she came to be with me today. I mean, guess what? I mean, isn't that funny? I mean, guess what? I mean, you say to your husband, I mean, do you see my husband over here? I mean, this man came to me today. Yeah. I mean, why not? I mean, guess what? I mean, every single day, you must focus upon understanding that you have to be funny like that. You have to understand that no matter what, that you're going to focus upon understanding about what you need to do every single day to be funnier, and then go and really do it every single day. And if you want to talk to people online, you can, but you have to understand every single day, focus upon you and focus upon helping people online. I mean, focus upon understanding that if you're helping people online, you shall prosper and succeed. And now, is it possible for you to make money online? You can make money online. You have to understand, although, that if you want to make money online, you have to ask them for money. You have to ask people for money. You understand? Although you never do it for money, you just have to ask to get some money from them. Now, how do you ask people online? You have to understand, you have to go to them, you have to give them a service, and you have to ask them to give you some money. And then you have to move on. And then you have to keep moving on until somebody gives you some money about what you want. I mean, if you just keep asking them and helping them, somebody's going to give you some money really quickly to do what you want. So that's a fast road into what you want as well. So if you just go and work online and then you go and gain all that money, you can go and do it, but that's a short road. I mean, that's a short road. Making money online is a short road. I mean, you understand that? I mean, you have to understand that. You can never be rich making money online. I mean, you can never be rich making money online. You can only ever be rich making events in real life. You understand? I mean, you have to make events in real life to be rich in terms of life. I mean, you have to be in front of a crowd, and you have to give a seminar. You have to give singing gigs. You have to be having a rock concert. You have to have a concert of something. You have to understand, you have to make a music gig around town. You have to go and travel the world doing comedy. You understand? You'll make money like that. But you're being in front of people while you charge them at the door. Actually, that's the best way to get rich in terms of money. And now, it's the fastest way to get richer. You understand? Now, the fastest way to get richer is understanding that if you have real estate investors today, and then you can get a real estate investor to invest in your real estate, you can make some money right away. You can make some money right away without creating business events. Understand? Although, if you want to go on the side, behind the scenes, to make money, you have to go to real estate then. You have to go to real estate. But then, understand, I'm talking about plastic money. And whereas if you want to make plastic money, you only have 2 ways to make it. You have to understand plastic money in terms of life. You have business skills to go around the world, traveling and making events is one way. Whereas now the other way is also real estate. I mean, real estate is the other way. I mean, guess what? I mean, there's other ways to make money too, but how else do you make money? You have to understand you can make money online. You can also make money at the 9 to 5 job. You can also make money on the stock market. You understand? Fortunately, although, that if you are I and you want to be in my road and you want to go into my direction, you have to go in the way of making events in front of people. And then eventually, what's going to happen is you're going to dump it into real estate and you're going to go around the world traveling. And that's it. I mean, do you understand? I mean, those are the two best ways. But then the best way to actually make money is to communicate more. I mean, the best kind of money is making sure that you understand how to grow people and how to inspire people and how to make sure that you have what you need to do every single day to succeed. So if you understand that I'm making videos every single day, I'm making sure I'm focusing on a nice, beautiful career for myself. I'm just 28 years of age, but I understand every single day that I must go and level myself. And I'm turning 29 this year. I approach every single day, focus upon understanding that I'm at the prime of my career. I'm at the nice, beautiful tip points where I'm just going up. I'm just focusing upon understanding that my life is just beginning, but I have to speak my way into success much more. I have to talk my way to success. I have to understand that if you want to be successful and if you want to have the dream, or if you want to have the life, you have to understand yourself. You have to understand to go in yourself. You have to go and really lead people. You have to understand to give people ideas daily. And then you understand how you're going to really prosper. You're going to succeed. But you have to make great music. I mean, go and check out my track, I Shall Never Kill. I mean, understand either way. You must understand that if you go and check it out, you understand why I'm so great. Because I understand that no matter what, I'm working on the track now. And I understand it's so great. You understand? Because every single day, focus upon understanding that there's so much more to say. And there's so much more to succeed. But if you just keep pushing on, you can always break your boundaries. You can always break those nice, beautiful habits of patterns that you have. But I understand, although, that if you have many people who never believe in you in your life, you never need them to believe in you because you have yourself. I understand, although, that if you're going and having quick sex around, you must understand it's a waste of time. You must understand that eventually you want to be with yourself anyway. So I understand every single day, focus on yourself much more than quick sex around and quick gratification fixes. And I must understand that you are much more important than that. You're much more important than everything else. So focus upon understanding that is how you discipline yourself. So you discipline yourself through making sure that you're picking yourself over the actions that you want to take. You understand? You're picking yourself over stealing anything. You're picking yourself over the investments that you want to make. You're picking yourself over everything. You understand? You're making sure every single day you never steal anything, but you make sure that you be careful of the word take. You understand? You never say take action. You say invest action. I mean, you can never take people's action from them. You can only invest people's action. You can only invest in people's action, because there's a big difference when I take away your success or when I invest in your success. I mean, what would you rather do? I mean, would you rather take people's action or would you rather invest in people's action? I mean, you must invest in people's action. I mean, would you rather take away people's success or would you rather give them success and invest in their success? I mean, go and be an investor is all I'm saying. I mean, go and invest into them rather than taking from them. You understand? I promise you, although if you understand how to grow yourself now, you push yourself with the you in action, you push yourself, and then you understand you push the you, and then you understand every single day that when you push the you push the word I, and I understand every single day, focus on never getting yourself confused in your life. I mean, make sure you're never in confusion about yourself, but if you want anybody in your life, you have to focus on you over them. I mean, you are much more important than those people. I understand, although, that if you go and really, really boost your confidence every single day by picking yourself over other people, you understand why you're actually worth it. You have to understand that now, since it's raining, for example, and since it's snowy somewhere in the world, I never go anywhere when it's raining and snowing other than when it's a plane ride or, let's say, a transport vehicle. So I make sure that in the snow or rain, when it's fully hailing and storming, I make sure that even when it's a sprinkling rain, I get myself an Uber, I get myself a limo, I get myself a Didi, I get myself a transport vehicle to get to somebody. I get to somebody with my transport vehicle. I get to somebody with my transport vehicle. I get to somebody in terms of somewhere with my transport when it's raining and also snowing, because I understand that the two richest ways to travel today is by Uber or limo, and also the nice beautiful airports in terms of the plane that you have, which is your own jets. I understand if you want to get to the richest aspect of life, you just drive your own jets and get into a limo. Understand? Rosh, that's it. Rosh, now, if you want to understand, that's the richest way to travel around. And always have a driver with you who's driving you around. You understand? Rosh, that's it. Rosh, if you understand, that's the richest way. Rosh, now, the second richest way is understanding either way. You're going to have an Uber and you're going to go and fly your own jet. You can do that. Or you're going to have your own Uber, but you're going to go plane rides with the economy. Understand? Rosh, that's the third richest way. Rosh, now, the fourth richest way is making sure you understand either way you get a taxi. I mean, either way, you're getting the bus, for example. You get the bus or the train to the airport, and then you go, the economy is the fourth richest way. But then the fifth richest way is you're driving your own car, and guess what happens? I mean, you have to drop somebody off. I mean, guess what? You have to drop somebody off to the airport because they're going to go traveling the world, but you're going to work a 9 to 5 job. You understand? I mean, guess what? I mean, either way, I mean, what's even worse than that? The worst, I mean, you have no car, but that individual is going to grab a taxi and you're working on a 5 job. What's even worse than that? Now you have no 9 to 5 job. You have no car. You have no girlfriend. I mean, nobody's coming to see you now. I mean, what's worse than that? You have no house to live in, man. I mean, there's no house to live in anymore, either. You have a dog with you, and you're homeless. I mean, what's worse than that? I mean, guess what? You kill yourself then. I mean, guess what? I mean, that's even worse than homelessness. You understand? I mean, what else do you want? I mean, do you understand the nice, beautiful fibers over here? So focus on understanding that no matter what, if you're going really, really dwelling upon a better life for yourself and you're focusing on communicational skills, you have focus on yourself over what they think about you. You focus on yourself over everything. You focus on minding your business over talking to them. I mean, if you just do that, you'll focus on yourself even more. I mean, if you focus on yourself even more by caring about you only, you then understand why you're making more time for them like this. You're making more time to understand your life and what you want out of life rather than what they are giving you. Understand? You're focusing on what you can give you right now over what they can give you. Understand? So that's even better for you. I mean, that saves you time. Understand? So if you focus on just you today, apparently that's the best time management tool. Apparently it's the best management tool. Apparently it's the best leadership tool. Apparently it's the best growth tool. Apparently it's the best video tool. Apparently it's the best everything tool. I mean, in a sense, so every single day, focus upon understanding you have to push yourself and your communicational skill to understand that you have to go and really, really deliver that message that you want daily. So if you're in front of people, you're going to speak your heart out. So every single day, focus upon understanding that if you only ever create free events, you'll only ever be for free. Understand? But now, if you only ever be for free, I mean, where do you expect to go in life? You expect the freedom road, you're only ever going the free road in life. You only ever be free in life. Understand? But understand the free road is the best road. Understand? But now, if you understand either way, that when you go and charge people, you also have the lifestyle. You have the lifestyle. You understand? Because guess what? You're giving it for free anyway. You're giving all your content for free elsewhere. But you start charging people now because you deserve it. So understand every single day that when you charge people online, you charge people everywhere. Because guess what? You're valuable. I mean, your time is valuable. So put prices around you so that people never call you anymore. I mean, that's the whole point. You understand? I mean, the whole point is making sure that you now have everything you ever want. But if people want to take away your time, you give them a bit of your time. And guess what? You say, hey, man, you understand who I am, bro? You understand I'm doing something? You have to understand that you have to go now. You have to go somewhere because I have something to do, man. I have something to do, mate. I have something to do, woman. I have something business over here. I have something to do, mate. I mean, so guess what? I mean, tell them. You understand? I am busy. I'm productive. I'm never busy, but productive. I mean, since every single day there's a big difference between busy and productive. You must understand to be productive in a way that you understand that you're never wasting time, but busy people also are wasting time. You understand? So some busy people can be productive. You must understand it's always like that, but make sure you understand that you're productive in a way that you're focusing on you, and that you're busy in a way that you're focusing on you. Well, that's it. And now, if you understand that the best way to major in minor things is to focus on you. Understand? I mean, the best way to major in major things is to focus on you. I mean, every single day, focus upon understanding that if somebody puts you a quote or a nice, beautiful saying in a dictionary or something, you relate it to you, and then you understand it. I mean, if you want to understand the words or anything that's coming out of my mouth, you must understand you go into the word you, and you understand to go into the word I from this point, and then understand every single day to go into you, and then you'll focus on understanding that is how you understand. You only ever understand anything when you're going to you. I mean, if she said something or he said something, you go into you and you understand it. I mean, you understand? Roshi, that's it. Roshi, you can only ever understand life in you. You can only ever understand life going into you. Understand? Roshi, if you understand that, no matter what, you always understand the fastest comprehension and the fastest learning and the fastest way of speed reading and anything you ever want. So if you want to have more financing, you have to go into you. I mean, if you want to have more communicational skills, you have to go into you. I mean, if you want to achieve more goals, you have to go into you. I mean, if you want to have more training skills, you have to go into you. I mean, if you want to have more sex with people, you have to go into you. You have to go into you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you want to do anything in this life, you have to go into you. I mean, it's the number one rule. I mean, every single day, focus upon understanding you're the way. So if you go and give it to yourself, you understand you went into you first. I mean, that's it. I mean, focus upon understanding that is how you achieve. But I understand every single day that no matter what, you have to be with yourself. You have to understand your parents are going to leave you, and you have to understand how to live life on your own. Because if you're worse than yesterday and you look like 50,000 kilos and your parents pass away, I understand how much of a hard lifestyle you lived in. And eventually you're going to pass away too. But guess what? You're going to go into a better world, and we all have a better world coming up. So no matter what, you have to understand I'm doing this because it's my fame. I realize it's my career. I realize it's something I love to do. But nobody ever done the 700 hours of video content I do for free. You understand? I mean, guess what? I mean, there are people who've done it for free, but nobody's ever done it for me for free. I mean, nobody's ever done my content for I. I mean, I've only ever done it for I. You understand? So every single day, focus upon understanding that everything I have today is pricing the words of everything that you have, so you can understand that no matter what, you're going to never confuse yourself. But I understand that no matter what, everybody's pricing their material and what they're making. You understand? I mean, you have to price yourself too. You have to price yourself too, because you have to defend yourself in a way that you have more time, and you have to defend yourself in a way that you have more money than them. I mean, go and price people and go and start charging people everywhere. You understand? Because never give them free time of yours. You understand? I mean, give them just a little bit of free time, but guess what? You say, hey, I mean, do you have do you have this much money to give me to talk to me, man? Because if you have no money, man, I mean, focus on you and just go on you. But go into you, and you'll never ever be lost about that ever again. I mean, if you want something, you can achieve it if you go into you. So if you're focusing on you over what's happening around the world, you can still go into what you want to accomplish. Unfortunately, it's that simple. Now, if you understand, if you're setting boundaries here and there to go and really live your life much better in terms of physicality or whatever, you have to understand sometimes you must say, hey, I never want to walk in the rain ever again. I want to just be indoors for 23 hours of the day when it's raining. You understand? Because 1 hour of the day I may walk somewhere. You understand? You can discipline yourself like this. You can go and really make this schedule for yourself and go and focus upon understanding on how to Skype people and how to really record people and how to do anything with yourself. You understand? You must understand that no matter what, you're going to focus upon how to do anything, because that's how you really live your life. You live your life through differences. You live your life through the best intent. You live your life through making videos. You make your life in a different way all the time, but you're making sure all the time that you're giving of yourself to make sure that you have everything and that you're prosperity, and that you're making sure that you're giving ideas, and then that way you're going to grow yourself. And when you grow yourself, you shall prosper. You have to pick yourself over that, and then understand that no matter what, that you can never get hungry, like Jesus says, because you're going to pick yourself over the food and drink, and you're going to understand that's the only power you ever need. But that's how Jesus does it. But that's how you can also understand that you're much powerful than everything in the world. You have to understand you have better than that. You always have better than that, but you have to teach yourself along the way that you always have better than what other people have. Or else now, if you understand that, approach, you always have everything. You understand? But if you're always teaching yourself that you have nothing, you must understand you have everything. You must understand to never teach yourself to have nothing. You must have everything. You must understand you have you only. You have you only. Approach, that's everything. Approach now, every single day, focus upon understanding that there's more to do every single day. But focus on understanding that you just focus on you and your direction and forget other people. You never have to visit them. You make them visit you. You give them money to visit you, and that's it. I mean, if that's what you want, or if that's a better lifestyle for you, or if that's what saves you time, or do it. Now, every single day, you look at to save time and money in your life. And making sure that you go and make better decisions so you can have more time and money in your life, and so that you can look greater in your life. You understand? So you're focusing on looking greater, and never ever go scratching your shoes with your shoes, for example. I mean, if your shoes are dirty or whatever, you must understand as soon as you walk somewhere, I mean, your shoes are getting dirty. You understand? So never try to scratch your shoes with your shoes. You understand? Because otherwise, your shoes is going to give you a shoe mark. You understand? On your shoe. So guess what? I mean, focus on understanding to never scratch yourself and never be one of these people. You understand? I mean, always scratching themselves everywhere. You understand? I mean, they scratch their penis and they're scratching their vagina in front of people while they're also public speaking as well. So you understand? I mean, go and focus on the greater quality of life every single day. I mean, focus upon understanding that you have to look cleaner, you have to be cleaner, you have to be a vegan. You understand? Because when you're a vegan, you're going to help a cow, for example. You're going to help a horse. I mean, do you love horses? I mean, do you love cows? I mean, do you love dogs? I mean, you love a pig when you see one. I mean, you understand? I mean, if you love pigs, I realize if you love animals, I mean, why are you eating them? I mean, why are you eating them for? I mean, you understand? I mean, you love the animals. I mean, you want to ride one. I mean, you want to touch one in life. I mean, why do you want to eat it for? You understand? I mean, guess what? I mean, every single day, focus on veganism and focus on understanding that you have to go and inspire yourself differently all the time. You understand? So understand that when you're focusing on you and you're pushing your communicational skills, you can understand that you're just going to fly by time, and you're going to understand that's all you have to do. I mean, that's your purpose. Your purpose is just go and drive yourself into a success, and then you're going to understand that either way, you're going to be happy about that. You're going to be happy that you're making a difference. You're going to be happy that you're giving people meaning in life, and you're going to understand every single day that when you're focusing on you and you're focusing on your life, you're going to understand why you can actually make it much better. You can focus on understanding that when you talk more, you shall prosper more and you shall reap more faster than everybody else. So if you go and really succeed much more, and you're talking more and you're talking more, I see Jesus Christ all the time. So I focus upon understanding I can see God in front of me. You understand? So no matter what, you have to focus on you. You have to focus on life. You have to be strong. You see my eyebrows, for example. I mean, you see how sexy the James Bond of growth is? I'm very sexy because I understand that no matter what, I'm always doing my eyebrows. I'm making sure I'm looking greater. You have to understand that in my Nice Beautiful schedule over here, you have to understand I have a lot of improvements to do. I have music production to do. You have to understand I always have to do my Nice Beautiful life coaching videos. I have to make sure I'm eating better. You have to understand my beautiful eating schedule is getting even better because what I have to do is I have to cut more food out of my life so I can go and really, really succeed into a better fashion. So I can understand that when you eat less food throughout life, you're actually more successful. You understand? So focus upon understanding that if you go and really, really be more successful, you'll be more successful in the spiritual dome. And then understand every single day that if you just focus on you every single day, you're focusing on the greatest life and you're focusing on that road. You're focusing on making sure that you can go and discipline yourself more. So if you just do that, you'll always be more successful. You understand? Because you always have much more of a lifestyle that you ever want. I mean, the more disciplined in your life you are, and the more discipline you have in your life, I promise you, the better you are. I mean, you understand that? Because every single day focus upon understanding that when you're teaching people everything about life, I promise you, eventually people will listen to you because you're very successful. You understand? So I understand if you want to grab attention in front of people and you want to grab all the advertising in front of people, I mean, if you want to have all the advertising of you online and be popular online, you have to create live events. You have to be in front of people, and that's the richest way to get attention today. And it's never through giving Instagram money, and it's never through giving YouTube money to promote yourself. I promise you now, that will never work for you. I'm pretty sure what works for you is going and getting live events in front of people, and they will follow you. I love that. I'm pretty sure now every single day focus upon understanding. I'm pretty sure now focus on understanding that if you have yourself all day long and you focus on getting these live events around the world, I'm pretty sure that's when popularity can start for you. I'm pretty sure now you have to be charging people here. You have to be charging people, but if they're never following you and they're giving you all the money, I mean, who cares about the popularity here? I mean, just go and really do your content anyway. You understand? But what's amazing is you have popularity if you are giving information online. And I mean, that's it. I mean, if you just focus on your life and what you have every single day, you're going to focus on your career. You're going to focus on outdoing everybody. And then guess what you're going to do? You're going to go into that nice, beautiful scenario. And if they never follow you, you are loving life. Because guess what? You have the lifestyle. You're in front of people all the time. And they never have to follow you now. I mean, they never have to follow you when you're in front of the crowd all the time. You understand? I mean, they never have to follow you ever again. But you're just going to go around the world. You have all the money. You have all the success in the world. You have all the popularity of life. You understand? Because what happens is if they never want to follow you, you're always in front of the festivals and creating these massive festivals around you of 50,000 people watching you all the time. And you're creating these festivals and you're going around the world traveling and doing these 30-hour seminars everywhere, but they never have to follow you in their lifetime. You understand? But you're just going to go do you because you have all the money, you have all the festivals, you have all the life coaching events, you're making all the events of the world. And guess what's going to happen? You're just going to spin the world 360 and you're going to go alone and you're going to have a wife or kids or whatever you have in terms of a spouse or whatever you want in life. You understand? You can have whatever you want. You understand? Because guess what? I mean, Jesus Christ says so. So guess what? I mean, you're going to go around the world and you're going to understand you're going to have all the money. You're going to have the jets. You're going to have all the success. You're just going to get it because you're going to create all these events. And you're going to create the music and the life coaching tools that you need to be able to create these seminars around you. And then guess what happens? I mean, you never care if they follow you or not. You never care about them. I mean, just go and create your events. I mean, just go and teach people. You understand? Or that's it. I mean, they're going to come on their own. I mean, they're going to follow you. I mean, they're going to follow you on their own. I mean, that's it. I mean, you never care about them anymore. You just go and take success by the throat and just make sure you're giving people success. And I understand every single day, I'm really, really telling you right here to invest in success only. So never take success by the throat, but go and invest success in the throat of your life. And I understand either way, you're just going to make sure that you're using better words with your dictionary. But you're going to understand either way, they're going to use an encyclopedia, which is you. And you're going to understand the encyclopedia is Jesus Christ also. And I understand every single day you have the whole gun show, which is you. And either way, you're going to understand that you just must be greater in yourself. And if you want to win at games and if you want to win at competitions with other people, you have to be faster than them in how they're playing their games. You understand? Because if you're understanding to compete with people, you have to understand you have to be quicker than them in what they're doing. Understand? But you have to be quicker. You have to understand that there is no time for sobbing when you're communicating with people. You have to understand, you must understand that if you're in a competition with other people, you have to understand it's more about you than them. I mean, it's more about you winning than them. You have to win over your life, over their life. You understand? Unfortunately, they may talk to you in a way that they soothe you, in a way that you let them win. You must understand, you win over them. Unfortunately, it's that kind of a game when it's a competition. Unfortunately, now, when it's Cristiano Ronaldo having a free kick, unfortunately, he wants to score a goal so he can win. You understand that? I mean, he never cares about the keeper. Because he wants to win. You understand? He wants to win for himself. You have to win for yourself too. So every single day, focus upon understanding that there is no competition if you're just going to you. You can do anything you ever want in life if you're just going to you. You understand? Watch now, if you're going to you, watch, it's never a competition anymore. Watch, it's only a competition with yourself now. What do you want? If you understand every single day that it's never a competition with other people, but you only. Watch now, every single day, focus upon understanding that you have to have a greater attitude with yourself all the time so you can succeed and so you can prosper and so you can do whatever you want. If you want anything in life, you can achieve it with you. You have to understand you just need yourself every single day. You have to come back to you. You have to come back to yourself. You have to understand every single day, come back to yourself, which is your word I. You understand? Come back to the word I all the time and never lead people astray, but make sure you're coming into you and you're making sure all the time you're going to lead you into success, because that's the way to freedom. The freedom of life is making sure that is your life. It's your life and you're making sure that you're going to grow, making sure that you're going to come back to the you in terms of your life, and then you're going to understand you're going to lead the word I only in your life, and you're going to understand that you are the way. So when you go into you, every time you're going to understand that's how you succeed. So focus upon understanding that's how you really need to go about your life today to motivate yourself and to have anything you ever want. But if you want to have whatever you want, you can go and get it in you. You can get it in you first, and then guess what? You understand that. You have to understand it's a motivational technique to go and do what you want to do. You understand? You have to go understand that you are much more important than everything else. So motivate yourself like that to go and succeed and get what you want. I understand, although if you go and focus on you over her or them or whatever that it is, rushing out in terms of whatever it is, you must understand you are much more important than everything. So focus upon understanding that you deserve much better than that. You deserve a much greater life. You deserve a much better individual around you. So understand every single day, focus upon understanding that you need to go and lead your life every single day into freedom. So if you go and really do your nice, beautiful life coaching techniques every single day, you're going to understand, you're going to teach somebody something in those videos that you're doing, because that's what you need to do daily. You need to be understanding every single day. You're going to focus upon loving your life. You have to be loving your life in different ways and different strategies, and focusing upon understanding to make these massive events around you, because you're going to teach somebody something about life. Understand? And yes, guess what? From the age of 22 to the age of 28, I was never much of a clubbing individual. From the teenage years to 22, I was always clubbing. Understand? But guess what? I realized life settles down. You understand? Guess what? I am always settling down. But guess what? I'm clubbing for the next 60 years. I'm clubbing for the next 60 years. I'm just starting now to club. I'm going clubbing everywhere because I'm a music producer. I'm going festivals. I'm vibing everywhere now. Understand? Because guess what? You guys who are never ever DJing in your life, guess what? You're going to reach a point where you're going to have a family. And you're going to say, hey, I have kids, man. I have kids, man. I have a 9-to-5 job, man. I have responsibilities, man. Is that, man? Guess what? I understand that, man. You understand? But guess what? I have the responsibilities to be in a nightclub and festival with a family and with no 9-to-5 job. You understand? So I pumped the DJ set in front of 50,000 people. While 50,000 people give me $300 each. And guess what? Let's go around the world. You understand? So every single day, focus upon that. Focus upon understanding to be that kind of individual who's going around the world, traveling and producing everything you ever want out of life. And you're making sure every single day you can go and succeed, man. Understand, man? Guess what? Every single day, focus upon understanding that no matter what, you're going to love your life. You have to love your life. You have to go and be serious about yourself. You have to be serious about your success. You have to be light-hearted with yourself. You have to understand that no matter what, that you're going to be kind with yourself. You understand? You have to be in light with yourself. You have to understand every single day you're going to be jolly with yourself, and happy is another word for it. You understand? So every single day, focus upon understanding that when you're going and really delivering content every single day, you're focusing on loving your life, because loving life is something different. But if you're living differently and you're focusing on giving people ideas differently all the time, and you're focusing on making sure that they get what they want, you understand every single day you will get what you want, because you are much more important than what they want. You understand? Now you have to get yourself what you want first, which is you, and then you can help people achieve what they want. You understand? Because what they want is you also. What they want is to make sure that you're creating events around them and that they are happier with you. That's it. If you understand that approach, that's why they're giving you money, because they're happier with you. You understand? So focus upon understanding that if you go and look at people's perspectives and you look at their side of the story with your you in action and your IUQ rule, you understand why you can also get anything you want from them. So focus upon understanding that what you have to do is unlock people's mindsets about you before it even happens. So if you just keep engaging them faster and faster, that is your faster sales point to get what you want. So the more you talk to them really quickly instead of slowly, is the better you're able to make money with them, and the better you're able to go and be intense and also get what you want really quickly. You understand? You have to talk to them really quickly, and you have to understand to talk to them and engage them really, really quickly. And then guess what happens? I realize now they say yes to you. I understand. But if you're going and talking to them right now, and then 20 minutes later you talk to them again, and then 20 minutes later you talk to them again, I mean, guess what's happening between you two? You're drifting off together. You're drifting off somewhere else. I mean, you guys are never interested in each other. I mean, you guys are never curious about each other that much. But if you're talking to each other for 50,000 hours without stopping, approach now, that's different. Approach now, you're going to get a yes eventually, and understand either way that you're going to get what you're working for. So if you're working with somebody and you're talking to them for however long and they give you some money for it, eventually it's because you're working for it. You're working to get that money from them. You understand? You're making sure every single day you understand that what you want in life is focus on you and focus on going where you need to go every single day and focus on loving your life. I mean, if you love your life and in understanding every single day that you focus upon living your life to the fullest, and then you're going to understand, love your life, and move forward. You understand? Because that's how you move forward. You move forward through the best ideas on the planet, and that is you. So focus on understanding that if you're going to finish off your product, you understand yourself, and then you're going to understand that is the only way of life.